Hello, my name is Anthony David Hobbs, and I'm 34 years old today. Today is my birthday. My birthday is 5th of July. And, I suppose every birthday is special. But this particular one is special in a whole new way because it's Saturday today. And my original birthday was Saturday, 5th of July, 1980. And if you're a sports historian or a big tennis fan, you may like to know that Saturday, 5th of July, was an epic tennis match was going on the same day I was born. It was Bjorn Borg versus John McEnroe. Now, Bjorn Borg was the Swedish champion. He'd won, I think, about 5 or 6 times already, so he was utterly invincible. Nothing could stop him. John McEnroe did not beat him, but it was a very, very long match. It went on and on for ages and ages because, of course, you have to be winning by 2 games, and it just went on and on for ages and ages. After I was born, it was still going on. Yes, it was a very long match. And one day I'd like to see it properly all the way through, although I don't know how I could get hold of a copy of the recording, but I have seen bits of it, so I know the gist of it, that it was a very long match. And eventually Bjorn Borg won, and he was amazed, unbelievable, and he drop to the ground, look at the sky, and thank heaven for him winning, But everyone admired John McEnroe for putting up such a good fight, and he was only, like 19. And for our younger viewers, John McEnroe, you probably have heard of him because he's a commentator. He commentates a lot of tennis things today. So yes, he cannot get enough of tennis. Even when he got a lot older, he played in what they call like the senior tennis playing match. Yes, he likes a bit of tennis. And he did play Bjorn Borg again a year later, and he won. And then they didn't see each other for years. And then afterwards, now and again, they play tennis matches against one another. Yeah. So yeah, in a way, you could say they're rivals, but they're friendly rivals. You can't really be jealous anymore, can you? If you've won yourself. John McEnroe, I think he won 3 times. He won Wimbledon, and I think Bjorn Borg won 7 times. That's quite a feat. That's quite a lot. And if I ever got the opportunity to meet Bjorn Borg or John McEnroe, I'd tell them, yes, I was born on that day, Saturday, 5th of July, 1980. Okay, another bit of trivia on the subject. On my 23rd birthday, I went to a beach party, and I met some other people that were also having a beach party. I don't know, it was a very friendly atmosphere. Everyone's in the mood for chatting and meeting new people. Anyway, I met another person that was the exact same age as me. This was on my birthday in 2003. He was the same age as me, born on the exact same day, and he'd never heard of the Borg v McEnroe match, so I thought I'd better tell him about it, and explain the significance, and he was enlightened, he didn't know that, and I think for me, of course, obviously it's pure coincidence, but I like to think the tennis match was mirrored with my birth in that, I was destined for great things, I'm born into a world where wonderful things happen, so there's something comforting about that thought, So, my advice to everyone out there, check out your birthday and you never know, you might find something else amazing that happened on the same day you were born, And I do like tennis a lot. I love watching tennis on TV. I have played tennis a number of times. I'm not very good at it. In fact, I'll be honest, I'm terrible at it. But I enjoy it. I don't know what it is. Some sports, you have to be good at it to enjoy it. But me, tennis, I am a terrible tennis player. But I do enjoy it. I like it a lot, yeah. It's a good fun game to play. And it's good fun to watch, But I remember one tennis match, I had like a bucket of tennis balls, because it's such a palaver having to keep getting the tennis balls back. Now I understand why they sell you a whole bucket of tennis balls, or a long tube full of tennis balls, because it saves the palaver of having to run every single time the ball's a fair distance, yeah. And, okay, I must say it, in case you're not aware of this already, one of the things John McEnroe is most famous for, he didn't say this the year I was born, no, he said his famous catchphrase 1 year later. The umpire said, out, you were out, and he said, no, that ball was in, the umpire says, no, it's out, And John McEnroe said, "You cannot be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was in!" Yes. And it made him a real character. I mean, he was pretty famous already, but yeah. Yes, he had quite a temper on him, John McEnroe, yeah. And I think eventually, a bit later on in that same match, at least I think it was the same match, the umpire took a point away from him. Not because it was out, no, this was different. Because he was rude to the umpire, and he said, "I'm taking a point away from you, Mr. McEnroe." Because he was rude to him. He said, "You got to be the absolute pits of the earth, you know that?" So, yes. But Bjorn Borg was totally different. No, he never had a temper tantrum. He never got vicious or aggressive. He just didn't see the point of it. He was just more focused on the game. So I think that's what made the Bjorn versus Borg match so fascinating. These two utterly different, characters, and yet they could both play really good tennis. So it was anyone's guess who could win. And on my birthday, eventually, after a long match, Bjorn Borg won. Okay, well, all I can say is I'm looking forward to seeing who wins Wimbledon this year.